Hello and welcome to Dave's Recent Things. My name is Dave, and today I'm going to make this autumn felt wreath, but a little bit of a twist. Underneath, so the base of this wreath is a Dollar Tree Pool Noodle. Why don't I show you how I put it all together and just get started. Here is our pool noodle that I got from the Dollar Tree. And as well, I have this burlap ribbon. It's 9 feet long. That comes from the Dollar Tree as well. And on Amazon, I found this Brown Series felt package. And I just thought this is absolutely perfect and what I needed for my project today. As well, I'm going to use some duct tape and scissors. If you have a rotary cutter, that works as well. And our handy dandy glue gun and glue stick. That's everything that I'm going to use today. Here is our pool noodle. I just picked any color. This just happened to be a lime green. There was no conscious decision on it or planning. And all I'm going to do is twist it around into a circle. And then I'm going to grab some duct tape. And I'm just going to get that all closed off right at the seam there. You'll see I put a little bit of tape on just to hold it in place. And then once I get it into place, I kind of shape it a little bit because it was a little wonky. And then I'm going to add a lot more tape on here just to make sure it's nice and secured and it doesn't come loose on me whatsoever. So again, this duct tape just came from the Dollar Tree. You can pick any color you want. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover it anyways. I'll show you that in a second. Now this ended up being about 16 and a quarter, 16 and a half inches wide. So I thought that was a really good size and I was really happy with that. And how I'm going to cover this green foam is I'm actually just going to take burlap with some hot glue and my handy dandy little tool, hold that in place, make sure it's nice and dry, and then I'm just going to tightly wrap that burlap ribbon all the way around. I'm not going to lie, I thought I was going to get away with 3 rolls, but you see me just using the end of the 3rd roll, and I had just a smidgen bit left over. So I used maybe about 10, 12 inches off of a 4th roll. So it did take a little bit, 4 rolls in total. But you know what? My wreath is all covered. You don't see that green anymore. And I was happy with this burlap ribbon. And once I'm done gluing it all down, letting it dry, of course, here's that handy dandy little tool that I think every crafter should own. And here we go. This is our base wreath all ready to go. And our Amazon find here, which is these felt fabric sheets, the brown series. There's 4 different colors in here. And it says it's 8 by 12 inches. So I'm just going to make sure it is. And yep, 12 inches, 8 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a little grid on here that's going to give me 2-inch by 4-inch squares. So what'll happen is out of each piece of felt, I'm actually going to get 12 leaves out of this. So here I am just measuring up my grid. Again, those are 2 by 4-inch squares, and then I'm just going to cut them all up using a pair of scissors, and you can use a rotary cutter with a mat if you want. And I'm just going to create my little triangles, and I do that for all 4 of my colors. So there's a cream color, a light brown, a dark brown, and then like a beigey taupe color. And once I'm done cutting them all up, there's a couple of different ways we can create the leaf for this. In the top left-hand corner, you can just see me really quickly going through making my template. It's nice and easy. You can just do a 2x4 square and then sketch out your leaf pattern, cut it out, and then you can trace it onto the felt like I am showing you here on the main screen. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking 2 pieces of felt at the same time, following my template, and just cutting all around. And that's going to create a couple of our leaves. And what I wanted to do was maybe just to make it a little bit simpler, a little bit easier on me rather than copying the template. I just decided to eyeball it. I was totally fine with that. And as you can see, once I'm done here, it all looks pretty much the same. And our leaves are starting to form. Again, I have 4 colors. So I'm doing this exact same thing to all 4 of my colors and getting all my piles ready to create my leaf. So here are all 4 of my piles, and all I'm going to do is put a little dab of glue, or a line of glue I should say, right at the bottom of one of the ellipses that we just made, and then I'm just going to fold it over. Hold it there for a little bit, and then that's going to create our little wreath. So again, I just do a little line on the outside, like a V shape if you want. Fold it over, watch those fingers with that hot glue. Hot glue is hot. And then that creates our little leaf right there. And I continue the same process over and over again with all of my colors. All in all, I used approximately 35 to 40 of each of those colors. All right, so that's 35 to 40 leaves in total, what I used to create this wreath. And here I am, I'm just placing my first leaf down, and all I'm doing is I'm adding glue to the place that we folded it over, and then holding it down just for a couple of seconds to make sure it doesn't go everywhere. And then what I do is I'm just making sure that the leaf part is overlapping the stem part for this. And since I have 4 colors, I do a quarter of each color. So a quarter of the wreath is in one color, a quarter of the wreath is another color, etc., etc. And I wanted to do a little ombre effect here, so I'm going dark to light, finishing off with that beautiful cream color. And once you're getting towards the end, you just pick up the leaves of the other one, fold it over for a little bit, and then put your leaves underneath that one as well. And that creates your seamless felt autumn wreath with a little surprise of that Dollar Tree pool noodle. Who would have thunk, eh? Nobody's ever going to know, but look how beautiful this all turned out. I really hope you love how it turned out as well, and maybe you can give it a try with a pool noodle. I think I may do more wreaths in the future. Let me know down below if you've tried it before or if you want to see more in the future. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.